more successful women who have surpassed her. Gladys has dedicated half her life to becoming a great comic, and it's too bad we got stuck with the other half. Please welcome our ghost of honor, Gladys Simon. You know, to be honest, I wasn't expecting to do this roast today, because I thought I would have moved on from the open mic circuit by now. But like Lisa and Constantine's parents, I got used to the disappointment.
It's only 25 years of open mic.
You're like the Metropolitan Museum. You both charge tourists way too much to enter you. Growing up, you wanted to go into musical theater. After seeing what you've done in comedy, I wish you went into musical theater too. Let's go through your resume. Music agent, real estate agent, comedy booker. You've lost more jobs than Detroit. You've done as much for comedy as Mark Helfgott has for portion control. Gladys has done online matchmaking for her friends and logs onto their profiles for them to chat with men. She's pretended to be a movie executive, an actress, and a singer. The only thing she hasn't been is a comedian. Gladys says she was a virgin until she was 31. The last person to get nailed by that many Italians died for our sins. Your comedy act is like the Jets trophy case. It's been the same since 1969.
59.
Gladys will tell anyone she can make them good at comedy. You know, a lot of the comics you coached here have failed their auditions here at the comic strip. Your room has a lower graduation rate than Angel Gutierrez. There's been so much bad comedy in these shows, you should rename the room BET. Gladys runs her comedy room the same way she has sex, with an iron fist and no compassion. Plus, she tells you to bring 3 friends and tells you what you're doing wrong before you finish. Gladys has never been camping, but she's like a tent. She's sturdy, supportive, and lots of teenage boys have fallen asleep inside her in the woods. Congratulations on marrying Bob this year. I didn't know you were into necrophilia. Gladys and Bob are about 20 years apart. That age gap is wider than Laurie Brownsdale's mouth on prom night.
Oh!
In case you're wondering, Gladys is a terrible cook, but she's not starving Bob. He just naturally looks that emaciated. Instead of going on a honeymoon, Bob spent $10,000 fixing your teeth. Those teeth are as fake as my wife's handbags. But it's still not as big a waste as the $14 it takes to get into the show. You're well known for your New Year's Eve parties. I understand why New Year's Eve is your favorite holiday, because you're both extremely cold and only come once a year. And you both had a lot of balls drop on you in Times Square. Gladys, I love you a lot. Like segregation, we're better off for having you around. You're like the sister I'm glad never made it. Like you, I hope to be happily married someday. Thank you for letting me come here every week and tell my stupid jokes, and for letting me insult you tonight. Happy birthday.